Hi, my name is Dmitry, and in this video I'll be demonstrating how to teach the skill of shoe tying using backward chaining, combined with video prompting. This strategy is based on the procedures outlined in Richard and Noel's 2019, where children with autism will actually learn to tie their shoes by practicing the last step first, using video models as prompts. So the material that we're going to use is a shoe tied to the current step. So currently it is tied fully, but you would pre-tie it to the step that you want to teach the learner. A tablet, phone, whatever you want to use to show them the video prompts, and a reinforcement item, so a small tangible toy or preferred item that you can give them for 3 seconds after they complete a trial. So now to the actual trial. So the learner, in this case me, will be presented with a video. The video will start with 5 seconds of cartoon to draw my attention to the video, and then present the actual steps for the current chaining step. So now, as the actual therapist to the person sitting in the chair, I will present them the shoe tied to the current step. So right now we're having the 2 loops, and they have to tie them together. I would say to them, now follow the steps of the watch the video, and as the student, I'll try to follow the prompt. So I'll try to tie the shoes like so, or I'll fail to do so. They'll all become untangled, and I'll be like, oh no, I can't do it. Either way, the instructor gives a verbal praise like, oh, that was a good try, or if the person failed, they say, oh, nice try, let's try it later again, and I'll still be presented with 30 seconds of my tangible reinforcer. Just play with it, do something with it, play around with it. So that'll be trial 1. Simple, understandable. Trial 2, the same thing. So my tangible reinforcer taken away, I play the video, I try to tie the shoe. If everything works, I get praised and get the tangible reinforcement. If it doesn't, same thing. I get praised and I get the tangible reinforcement to play with. Now, the main thing that differs in trial 3 is that if I failed or couldn't tie the shoe in the last 2 steps, this would be our learner in this case, that would sit here. I would still play them the video. They would still watch the video. Now, I would come into them with the shoe, and I would use least to most intrusive prompting, just to teach them, just usually from trying to guide them, tell them the steps, like, oh yes, now you take these, you tie them together, you make a knot, and stuff like that. Or like I would actually physically guide them, just like show them. But we try to use no physical at all, try to avoid it at all, only if there's no case and the learner cannot complete the trial without any physical prompts, we do not involve them. Now to move on to the next step of the chain, the learner would have to do 3 successful trials in 1 session. So for example, if I complete the first step of the shoe tying in 1 session 3 times in a row, I'd move on to the next step of the chain. So for example, it would be now me tying more of the shoe, and etc. That's how we would move on to the next chain. For retention and generalization, this procedure used after mastering the full task. They would wait a week, after which they would come in again, they'd be presented with a shoe and ask them to tie it. To generalize the skill, they would just give it to them, prompt them to put it on their shoe and tie it again. This concludes the demonstration of backwards chaining video prompting for shoe tying. Thank you for watching.